Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, gonna be talking about the San Francisco 49ers. As always, gonna be reflecting on 2018 a little bit. Want to make this video a little bit short because I'm gonna be doing most of these videos as a top 3 video, from the good things, the bad things, from players to coaches, all that crazy stuff right there for the next couple of weeks. This will be just a little goodbye to 2018, and hopefully we can have a good 2019 season and make the playoffs and hopefully a Super Bowl, because that was the expectation kind of this year from us Niner faithful. At least make the playoffs, but a Super Bowl run would have been helpful if not for injuries, but I'll talk about that in a second. Gonna be doing that, but before I do, please like and subscribe to support my channel. That would definitely help me out a lot. And yeah, let's just get into it. So 2018 is in the books. The San Francisco 49ers, I think they finished 4-12, a pretty disappointing season in my opinion, considering the fact that they had a lot of good things going on in terms of week 1 all the way to now, but injuries, just bad play, a lot of things have really hampered this team. This could have been a really good season in my opinion had Garoppolo been healthy, McKinnon. We just don't know how this team would be if everyone was as healthy as possible. I don't think we'd be 4-12. I just don't believe that we'll be who we are right now had it not been for injuries, in my opinion. This team's just been so beat up. It sucks to see that because, you know, as I said, we'll never see the potential of the 2018 49ers, and hopefully 2019 everyone can get healthy and what have you. But speaking of injuries, whatever they're doing in the offseason, I don't know what they're doing during practices and what have you, but something has to change in my opinion, because all these injuries, you know, this just does not happen often in my opinion for any team. I mean, you can see the Ravens and Chargers a couple of years ago, they had a lot of injury problems, but you know, they're kind of getting a little bit better, although the Chargers, they've been kind of knick-knacked as well right now for the playoffs. Right now for the 49ers, they've just been so beat up, and I've never seen a 49er team so injury prone as much this whole year or any year in 49er history. Something has to change. I don't know. Ray Wright's the strength and conditioning coach. Maybe there needs some changes right there. I don't know if he should be fired, but we'll see what happens, because injuries, there's just a ton of them. They don't just happen just to happen. Something is happening during practice, in my opinion. I don't know what Kyle and John Lynch is going to do. Are they going to change up their program or change up whatever? But hey, it's whatever. We'll see what happens. But yeah, injuries overall, it sucked and really derailed this 2018 season in what could have been a pretty decent campaign. Injuries were a bad thing. Other things I could talk about were the choke jobs that they did, because they could have won a lot of games within it. I mean, they were 4-12, but they could have been maybe 8-8 or 9-7 had they been healthy, even with Garoppolo being out for the whole season, because there's a couple of games that come to my mind that they really could have won. Example, the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football, the Arizona Cardinals twice, in my opinion. My gosh, I don't know how we still lost to the Cardinals, and unfortunately Steve Wilkes for them, he got fired by the Cardinals I think today or yesterday, so that's very unfortunate. Only one season and he's already fired. I mean, this is like the 49ers a couple of years ago when they were firing coaches after one season. Arizona, you better be on your A game and find a coach that is going to be with you for a couple of years, because it sucks to see Steve Wilkes get fired after 1 year and not get an opportunity to see what he can do as a head coach. But you know, it's over. He got fired, and it's going to be tough for the new head coach, whoever comes in for Arizona, to try to keep their job security right there. And they need some changes as well for the Cardinals organization. But whatever, talking about the 49ers right now. So yeah, those games come to my mind. The Chargers game come to my mind. So that's 4 wins right there that we could have gotten, really. You're saying, oh, LA Chargers, man, they had no chance. But if you watch the game, they were doing really well in that game. But, you know, CJ Beathard happened and what have you. And speaking of him, he has to be a big disappointment for 2018, because, I mean, Garoppolo coming out, can't do anything about that towards ACL, but Beathard, you're supposed to win at least 1 game for the 49ers, and he did not win any games from the Chargers game starting all the way to, I think, the Cardinals game, the last one or whatever, the botch snapped at the end of the game. Oh my gosh, it was complete BS. He didn't win a game for us, and Nick Mullins comes in and wins 3 games for us, and he beats the Oakland Raiders in a very convincing fashion in his first start. He beats the Denver Broncos that was trying to vie for a playoff spot, and also beat the Seattle Seahawks, and we finally beat them for the first time since 2013. That's freaking amazing. So Mullins, thank you very much. But yeah, Beathard, oh my gosh, very big disappointment. I kind of expected to be cut by the start of the regular season in 2019, in my opinion, because Mullins has shown enough to be the backup quarterback for the 49ers. And if, God forbid, anything happens to Garoppolo, maybe he can step in and do a really good job and do a better job than he did in his, I guess you want to call it, rookie campaign. Beathard, very disappointing. Sucks to see that, but hey, what can you do, right? What else to talk about for 2018? Just, yeah, injuries, bad play, defensively early on. offensively being inconsistent. I don't know. This has just been a very mixed season. There is a lot of optimism to see for 2019, in my opinion, for the San Francisco 49ers, like George Kittle, the running game, offense trying to get together. We do need a star-studded #1 receiver, and there's been some things with Antonio Brown and George Kittle recently today talking about each other. I don't know what's going on Twitter, but it's whatever. It'd be nice to get Antonio Brown from a trade, but, can they deal with his diva antics? Biggest question for the 49ers. I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're having big problems right now, and that's a very unusual team. They're a really good team, but at the same time, they have a lot of internal problems within the organization. But hey, whatever, it's the Steelers. We're talking about the 49ers right now. Overall, as a season, I give it a C-, to be honest with you. The injuries suck, the losing sucks, but hopefully in 2019 we can at least vie for a playoff spot, go as far as we can in the playoffs. That'd be freaking awesome for 2019. Hopefully they get it all together. Hopefully they learn their lessons from 2018 and get on with free agency and the draft. Hopefully 2019 we can see us not get a top 5 draft pick. I prefer to be playing for a playoff spot than top draft picks, but we'll see what happens in 2019. That's going to be pretty much it. You guys, please let me know what you have for 2018. Was it good? Was it bad? Tell me anything that you feel about this season. Please, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys like this, please like and subscribe to support my channel. That would definitely help me out a lot. And yeah, I'll probably catch you guys up this week when I talk about maybe the good or the bad for the 49ers, a top 3 video for either one. I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Happy New Year. Have a nice rest of your day / night.